is back, and this is a massive match today. This is an absolutely must-win match. We travel away to the Molineux Stadium. We have not done well. Last win we had at the stadium was the 5-2 win under Super Fragment. Tim Abraham, Mount, and James were playing. This is an absolutely massive match for us to win today because Manchester United lost their match. West Ham have won now. Brighton had dropped their points. We need to climb the table. We are sitting 10th. And we are very much points behind the 9th place. Today is an absolute must-win. The lineups have been announced, and it's a very big game today on the Christmas Eve. So people, please like, please subscribe, please let me know your opinion in the chat because this is an absolutely massive game today for us, and we have to win this game somehow and some way. So the lineups have been announced by both the sides, and first of all, big up to Anshuman Bhaiya, big up my brother. Good to see Anshuman Bhai. Please, people, do go and subscribe to United Road. Quick just before I go out of, thank you so much, brother. Yeah, it really means a lot, bro. Absolute all love. And people, please go and subscribe to United Road. Big up, brother. And people, at Chelsea lineup has been announced, and another big surprise. I think, bro, it's a big, very strange lineup. Sumesh bhai, really good to see you, my brother. And it's a really strange lineup, yeah. Like, I think Caicedo is injured right now. I think that's the only explanation I think we can have, that Caicedo is injured. Mudryk getting dropped really surprises me. That why is Mikhailo Mudryk on not getting a chance today? And Jackson playing on the left wing. So that is really surprising. And the midfield structure right now, people, is really worrying. The midfield we have got in this match, it really worries me on transition because Yugachukwu and Gallagher all alone against Kunaha, I think it's going to be a big problem for us today. I think we are really short on midfield right now. Enzo is out. Caicedo is out. Lavia is back on the bench. And I don't know what's happened with Caicedo. I think it has to be an injury. He's not even in the squad today. And it's a massive blow for us. To not have Moses Caicedo today is an absolutely massive blow for us. Hello, Shrebai. Crucial 3 points. I think, bro, we need it. We are 10th in the table now, and we are very much points behind the team at 9. Kya haal hai Chelsea walo visit karne ke liye taiyar ho gaya? I think, bro, we need win today, bro. Like, this is an absolute hell of a place, Molineux. It's a very tough place. Bro, I'm myself stunned. Like, I'm absolutely stunned that why Bharadwaj is not playing. The only explanation I've got is the manager wants to see Disasi at right centre back. He wants to see a right footer there. But then why not drop Thiago Silva? If you have so much to want to see a right footer play at right centre back, then why not Silva and Badiashile? If you're afraid of Silva's backup pace, then why not drop Silva and play Badiashile? To drop Badiashile just because the guy made one error, I think this is very wrong by the manager. I really love Pochettino. I want to back the manager. But I don't know why he has dropped Badiashile today. Like, it literally is going out of my head. Why is Badiashile being dropped? Why has it been dropped? It really worries me. Good news, maybe if Lavia and Nkunku get some time, I'm happy Gusto is there. He brings that extra attacking quality. Absolutely, bro. I think it's not even like stubborn. I think Caicedo is injured for me. Trossard, bro, like he's injured right now, and that is the problem. I think Caicedo, if he was fit, will start this game. Yugachukwu is good to see him back now, but he's coming back after an injury. And Yugachukwu is a really young player right now. He's a very young player. And Yugachukwu and Gallagher, the spaces they're going to leave behind is very worrying. Then Palmer, Sterling, Broha, Jackson is really worrying right now because I can see us line up in a 4-2-3-1 formation. And I think it's going to leave us defensively really exposed on the transition by Wolves. And I think, people, it's a really worrying lineup. Being very honest with you, it's a really worrying lineup. I hope we win this game. I hope we have a very good game today. But I think today we need to outscore Wolves. And I think today we need Matheus Cunha to miss the chances because this is going to be defensively a really exposed lineup because Yugachukwu is going to be left on all his alone. Gallagher is going to bomb forward. Palmer is going to bomb forward. Sterling is going to bomb forward. Jackson and Broha are going to be forward. Who is there to protect, you can say, Thiago Silva and Disasi? Gusto is going to bomb forward. Defensively, this is a really like worrying lineup. Why negative lineup after winning? Bro, I really myself lost my head. Like, with Chelsea, we just can't have even one sort of happiness. Nkunku is back, Lavia is back, Gusto is back. We are happy. Christmas Eve. But again, now Caicedo is injured. Enzo Fernandez is injured. And it's again going back to all the worst injuries we've got. And the manager dropping Badiashile, I don't know why he has done that. Badiashile is such a composed defender. Yes, he made a mistake. It happens. He made a mistake against Newcastle United. But I think Badiashile overall had a really good game. To drop him in this game is absolutely unacceptable from the manager. I really want to back the manager. I still will give him the chance. I don't want to say pathetic lineup and then we go on to win the match. But I'm not happy with this lineup. That's being very honest. I'm not happy with this lineup. To not start Badiashile today, I think it's a blunder by the manager. And Yugachukwu and Gallagher is going to get exposed very much by Wolves. And I think either one of Palmer or Sterling need to track back, or today we are finito. One of them needs to track back today. I think this might even be a 4-4-2 shape today with Palmer at the right, Sterling at the left, and Jackson Broha up top. But I think one of Sterling and Palmer will need to track back. That is the only way we can protect ourselves today. Colwell will need to be defensively more solid today. That is the only way we can survive attackingly today. Or we can go at Wolves and score 3 or 4 goals and beat them and outscore them. But that is something we really struggle at. We're not a team that's going to score you 3 or 4 goals every match. That is a bit of problem for us, which I'm really concerned with. Hopefully we win today, but to be really honest, people, I'm very concerned with this lineup. I'm being very, very honest with you guys. I'm really concerned with the lineup. Pochettino is known for making blunders. One of the most memorable blunder of Poch is giving away penalty to England. Thankfully, I didn't have to watch that World Cup in Korea. I think with Pochettino, in terms of midfield, I can't even blame him. Enzo is right now injured. Caicedo is injured. Lavia is just back. In the midfield, I can't even criticize the manager because he hasn't got any options. And it even makes more ludicrous to send Andres Santos on loan to Nottingham Forest and the guy doesn't even get a game. And right now, but where I can blame the manager is dropping Badiashile. Where I can blame the manager is again playing, you can say, in terms of Badiashile on the bench, Disasi and Silva. That doesn't work. Disasi and Silva just doesn't work together. And then playing Nicholas Jackson on the left wing today, dropping Mudryk. I just don't understand why the manager, when they're building momentum, keeps on changing the lineup. Like Mudryk has such an important goal against Newcastle. Play the boy. Why are you changing a combination with Win? Why are you changing Silva and Badiashile? Silva and Badiashile now have played together for the 4 or 5 games. There is no need to play Silva and Badiashile away from each other now. Both were creating understanding. Both were playing together. What was the need to go back to Disasi Silva, which just hasn't been working? So again with Poch, it's just that he again goes back to the same old lineup that just doesn't work for us. This season, I'm finding microscopic happiness and misery of Manchester United. I know this is being saddest, however, it is what it is. By January, I just want to leap over them. Bro, we can. Like, we have got really good winnable fixtures coming up, but again, can we trust this team? Wolves today, Palace, Luton Town, Fulham. I think we can absolutely leap over them, but I don't think we can trust this team. And being very honest, I think you go to Manchester United and Chelsea, the problems are same. The managers are making too many changes into the lineup. Ten Hag has injuries, so you have to have sympathy for him, but he's making some blunders in the midfield. You go on to Chelsea, the manager has got injuries, but he's dropping Badiashile, he's playing Colwell at left back, he's playing Disasi at right back. The manager is playing so many players out of position that you start losing a bit of sympathy for them. And that is a bit of a problem that I think both clubs are suffering, and both the managers are not helping themselves in any regard and any shape for me. Please guys watching, do hit the like, man, so more people can join us. Do spread it, share, and please subscribe and comment. Your opinion really means a lot. Now coming on to our opposition lineup today, that is Wolverhampton Wanderers. And see, they went with the lineup which I made a video of, a short video. I told you they're going to go with this lineup. Joseph is back as a goalkeeper. You've got Semedo, Dawson, Kilman, Totti, and Al-Nouri, 5 at the back. You've got Gomez, Lemina, and you've got Sarabia and Hwang and Kuna. So it's more like a 3-5-2 with Sarabia being a bit more forward, and then Hwang and Kuna. And I'm really worried because Matheus Cunha is going to destroy us on the counter. The guy can carry the ball really well. The only weakness that I think could work in our favor is Matheus Cunha is one of the worst finishers of football in the league. But the guy carries the ball really well. He can even come in the midfield and carry the ball. And Hugo Chukwu and Gallagher all alone against Hwang and Cunha really worries me. Yeah, bro, Nkunku is on the bench. Nkunku and Lavia, bro, both are on the bench. And I think Nkunku will come at around 65-70 minutes for me. But bro, if we are not winning the game, bring him at halftime. If we are struggling in the game, bring him at halftime. But Pudin, bro, today I'm not concerned about attack. There's Jackson, Broha, Palmer, Sterling. My concern is defensively, bro, today because Hugo Chukwu and Gallagher is going to get exposed against Wolves, against Sarabia, Hwang and Cunha. And we all know how good of a counter-attacking team Wolves are. And that is the only bit of worry I've got, people. That is the only bit of worry that I've got of Wolverhampton Wanderers. That is the only worry I've got right now. I think this is they're a very good counter-attacking side. Hugo Chukwu against Matheus Cunha. That is a battle today we have to win. And Hugo Chukwu needs to have very, very big game, people. A really, really big game. The Wolves are dangerous. They helped it for 100% start of the season. Absolutely, bro. They're a very, very good team. They're a nice counter-attacking team. I think midfield-wise, they're really strong with Lemina, with, you can say, Gomez. They're a really strong team. Al-Nouri and Semedo are 2 very good wing-backs, I will say. Hwang is a very, very good player in the box. Kuna is a very good ball carrier. Sarabia is a player who gets in the right positions and can be really dangerous. Kilman is a fantastic defender. Dawson is an old, experienced defender who plays the old way football, but the guy is really dependable. You go on to Jose Sa, he's a fine goalkeeper, and it's overall a very fine lineup. So I think we need to be really careful of this Bulls team, or I think we could be really in big danger today. And now, coming guys on to some topics to discuss today before the match starts. The lineup, first of all, Chelsea, the goalkeeper is Petrovic today, which is not a surprise to be honest, because Petrovic is the only player we can play right now with Sanchez out injured. The boy saved a very big penalty against Newcastle, and I think that will really help him elevate his confidence. That will really help him to get more accustomed to the fan base, to get more love. The guy is, for me, being overall a very calm goalkeeper. The guy made a fantastic penalty save, really big save for me. And I think this boy has potential. We need to give him time. We need to give him patience. I really think this guy has a lot of potential, and that can really develop and be really good in the future. So this boy has a lot of potential. And I think Pedro Neto is on the bench, bro. I think he's back. He's back in training. I think he's on the bench, but I think he might come on, but I still believe he's a doubt to come on. Which overall is a very good young goalkeeper. I can't really criticize him too much. He's a young goalkeeper. He has a lot of potential. I can't put a lot of unnecessary pressure on him because I think the guy is so young. But that penalty save will go a long way in getting him the confidence and the love from the fan base. And I think the boy will be very confident today. So that is something which I'm really excited to see, people. Coming on to the right back that the managers played today, that is Malo Gusto, and I'm so happy to see this man back, man, because Reece is now out, I believe, for the whole season. It's going to be very difficult to see him back. And with Reece, I don't want Reece being rushed. I love Reece James. I'm wishing the best for Reece James. I don't want to see Reece James being rushed back. I want the guy to be slowly brought back, given the time and the patience to get his injury sorted. So I think Reece is not going to be back for this whole season. And if we want to play the Pochettino football, if we want to play attacking football, I think Gusto needs to have a very big season for us. I think Gusto needs to have a very good season for us. He's a good fullback. He can drive with the ball forward. He's a very good attacking right back. And I think overall he's a really good player, Malo Gusto. He's a very good player, Malo Gusto. And I think it's very good to see him back. He had a very good game against Newcastle in the second half. And I think he's good to see him back today. And finally, from the right side, Gusto and Palmer, we will have some attacking quality, which is going to be really important for the team. That brings me again to now Disasi, who is starting at right centre back. And see, I overall have no problem with Disasi. I think the guy really gives everything and he's a good player overall. But I really wanted to see Badiashile Silva today. I wanted to see Silva at the right centre back, Badiashile the left centre back. Both have been playing together with each other now for some matches. The bonding was increasing, the understanding was increasing. So I don't know why the manager dropped it. But I think overall, Disasi is still really strong. He's a good defender. And hopefully today with Thiago Silva, he has a very good game. We are playing up against Hwang, Kuna and Sarabia. And Disasi needs to have a very good game for us today if we really want to not concede goals today. So Disasi, and then he's got Thiago Silva there along with him at left centre back. I think Thiago Silva right now is the most important player we've got in the team. Thiago Silva is the engine of this team. He's the most, you can say, experienced player we have got right now. And Thiago Silva needs to have a very big game for us today. We are up against Matheus Cunha, who is physically strong, who is quick and can carry the ball. And Silva will need to have a very big game to handle him and handle Hwang. So Thiago Silva needs to guide Disasi. And Thiago Silva has to have a very big game for us today if we really dream of getting a clean sheet and a result today. And at the left back is Levi Colwill again, so we don't have any choice. We have got Ian Maatsen, which manager doesn't prefer and like. And then you've got Cucurella is injured right now. Chilwell is injured right now. So Levi Colwill is the only left back we've got in the team right now. So he has to start. And I think he's overall a very good player who's playing out of position. This man should be playing at the centre back, but he's playing out of position. But Colwill today needs to have a very big game for us today because Yugochukwu and Gallagher midfield is going to get exposed. And one of the fullbacks will need to stay back. And I think Colwill is going to be one of them. When we are defending, I think we'll defend more like in 3 at the back shape with Colwill and Silva and Disasi being together. And I think Colwill needs to have a very big game for us defensively. This season with Colwill, I have only some problems, which is sometimes for me defensively has been very easily caught past by. I know he's not a fullback, but defensively some basics are something you expect him to do better. And that is where for me he has really been struggling in this season, Colwill. So Colwill needs to have a very big game today for us. And hopefully Levi Colwill can do that. So Levi Colwill is a left back today for Chelsea. And that brings me to the DM today. That is Yugochukwu. First of all, I'm so happy to see Yugochukwu back in the lineup now in the squad. He got injured and he's a very reliable player to have in the squad. So really happy to see Yugochukwu back. But again, with Chelsea, you get some happiness, you get some sadness. Now, Yugochukwu is back, Lavia is back, but now Enzo and Caicedo are injured. I think for this game, we needed Caicedo to start, and then at around 60-70 minutes, we could have taken him off and brought Yugochukwu on. I think Yugochukwu is still a really inexperienced player. He's still a boy who has a lot to learn. And I think in this pressure game, starting along with Conor Gallagher, who is more like a midfielder that bombs forward, I think Yugochukwu needs to have a very big game today. He's not experienced. He's up against Matheus Cunha, Lemina, Gomez, Hwang, and Yugochukwu needs to be defensively solid today. If Gallagher and Yugochukwu can partner well together, I think we can get a result in this game. If Yugochukwu doesn't have a good game today, we are getting toasted 3 or 4-1 today. I think Yugochukwu needs to have a very big game if we dream of a result. To the next one, that is Conor Gallagher. If people internet is bugging, really sorry, I don't know what's really going on. So Conor Gallagher is another midfielder playing with Yugochukwu. Now, Conor has had a very good season. See, being very honest, he has been Chelsea's best performing midfielder, more than Enzo and Caicedo. But let's not deny, he's not a deep lying midfielder. Conor Gallagher is not a midfielder that's going to go back to the goalkeeper, take the ball and take it forward. He's not a Caicedo, he's not an Enzo, he's not a Lavia. But right now, with the injuries we've got, I think Conor Gallagher has to do that. And today, Conor needs to have a very big game today. Not just in terms of like pressing the opposition, not in terms of attacking pressing the opposition, winning the ball back. Conor Gallagher today needs to really carry the ball well from the back. He loses the ball a lot, which I don't really blame him. Conor Gallagher is not a deep-lying midfielder who takes the ball, who runs back with the ball. He has never been that type of midfielder. Conor Gallagher has always been a midfielder who plays near to the attacking line, pressing the opposition, winning the ball back, and helping us attack. Conor Gallagher is not a midfielder that's going to go back, turn, and nicely carry the ball forward like a Kovacic, like a Caicedo, like in Lavia. He's not that sort of midfielder. So today, Wolves are going to press the heck out of Conor Gallagher. They will try to disrupt Conor Gallagher. And I think along with an inexperienced partner in Yugochukwu, Conor Gallagher defensively needs to have a very big game today. He needs to understand his position. He was a big part responsible for the first Everton goal because he lost the ball in a dangerous position and we were left exposed. Conor needs to be, in terms of his passing, in terms of his ball carrying, he needs to have a very big game today. He's the captain of his team. He has been really good this season. And today, in a more different role, Conor Gallagher needs to have a very big game today, people. That brings me to Raheem Sterling for me, who will be playing at the right wing today. And I think Raheem needs to have a very big game today. Like with Raheem Sterling, see people, I love Raheem Sterling. I really like Raheem Sterling. I think he's a very determined professional. He's a hard-working player. But the problem that I've got with Raheem Sterling is sometimes he's good, sometimes he's cheap. He's a very hot and cold. He will have one of the best days, one of the best performances, but then he will have one of the worst performances. That is the problem with Raheem Sterling. He's great on another day. He's going to destroy the opposition. And then some other day, he's going to be absolutely awful, pathetic, and not good to watch. That is a bit of problem I've got with Raheem Sterling. And that is something hopefully Raheem Sterling can improve in his game. Today, we need Raheem Sterling to have a very big game for us today. We need Raheem Sterling to guide the attackers. We need Raheem Sterling to bomb down the flanks and put the crosses in for Rohan Jackson. And I think Nicholas Jackson needs to have a very big game for us today if we dream of getting a result today. It's really important for us today that he has a big game, because if he can go on and get a big game for us, I think we are going to have a really good match today. We are going to get a good result today. But I think Raheem needs to have a very big game for us today, people. A really big game today. And on the camp today, we have got Cole Palmer. Again, I think, I won't be surprised if Cole Palmer is a right side and Sterling is a number 10, has been saw against Sheffield United. If Wolves are playing in the low block, don't be surprised Palmer plays at the right wing and Sterling plays as a number 10. But right now, assuming this is going to be the lineup, I think Palmer is going to be a number 10. I hope winning World Cup can save a World Cup. I think Bro is going to give you a lot of confidence. I think you can really take it forward, and I think it can really give you confidence which you can take forward in the season. Palmer at number 10 is going to be a big one for us today, people. I think, again, Jackson and Broha, we have two strikers right now on the pitch. And if Palmer can make the right passes, Palmer can take the right opportunities, it can really help us unlocking Wolves' defense. So Palmer needs to have a very big game for us today, people. A really big game for us today. And that brings me to Nico Jackson. And Nico Jackson, guys, is going to be playing on the left wing today, which I think is going to happen, because I don't think they're going to line up in a 4-4-2 formation. And I think Nico Jackson is going to be on the left wing today. Overall, guys, I've not been surprised. I've not been surprised that he's playing in this position because, being very honest with you all, I think Nico Jackson is a player that can easily play on the wings. I've never ever considered him a natural striker. He's a player that can easily play on the wing side. So I've never even considered him a proper striker. So that would be good to see. But I think once Mudryk scored against Newcastle, it could have been good for him today to play. But I think I'm going to back the manager's decision, and hopefully Jackson has a very good game today. Jackson is a player who is really capable of playing on the wing. He's a really, really good young striker. He still has a lot to develop, but he gets unwarranted criticism for a player who is first time playing in the Premier League and is so young. So with Nico Jackson, wishing him the best, and let's see how he does in the left wing role. That brings me to Armando Broja, and Armando Broja needs to have a very, very big game today, people. He needs to have a massively big game today. Armando Broja this season, people, we all know he's coming back after a very, very serious ACL injury. We all know the serious ACL injury he suffered, and Armando Broja has been in and out the side. He hasn't got the chances. I've always believed this guy has a lot of potential. He has an aerial ability. He has a physical strength. He has a shooting ability. He has a passing ability. He's a good striker, but I think the injury killed his momentum. I really want to see Armando Broja do well, and hopefully today is the day he does well. He has got another chance today, and hopefully today he scores and gets a good match today, because I think if he doesn't have a good game today, and in the summer Chelsea go on and sign Osimhen and Tony, I think Jackson is going to stay, and Armando Broja will be the player that will leave the club. So Armando Broja needs to have a big game today. I know he's coming back after a very, very serious injury. He has got his chances now, and I think he needs to make the most of it for me, people. And that brings me to another important point today, guys, that we have to win this match. This is an absolutely must-win game today. We cannot draw this game, let alone lose. I don't care about the injuries. I don't care about the problem. Guys, we need to win this game today. We cannot drop points in any way, shape, or regard. We are very much in 10th position right now. We are 6 points behind West Ham. We are 6 points behind Manchester United. We are 3 points above Wolves. We are only 9 points above Luton Town, and we are only 6 points above Everton, who have had a 10-point deduction. We need to climb up the table. We have got a really, really good fixture list now. Wolves, Palace, Luton, Fulham. We need to take full advantage, and we need to start climbing up the table. And this is a sort of match which I think we need to use to climb up the table. Today we have no excuses. I don't give a damn if we win 1-0, 2-1, 3-2. We have to win today. We have to win. There's no more excuses. We cannot be sitting 10th or 11th or 12th. We need to climb at the table. We've got good fixture list coming up. Nkunku is back. Lavia is back. I think we should be beating this Wolves side without Pedro Neto. We need to win today. No excuses today. We need to win today. And that brings me to the next one. That is Lavia is back and Nkunku is back. But again with Chelsea now, Caicedo is injured and Enzo is injured. This season has been just not helping us in any way, shape or regard. We just don't get any sort of momentum. Like whenever we're building some happiness into our campaign, whenever slowly we are getting happy, slowly whenever we are getting a bit of happiness in a campaign, a bit of happy days, it's just taken away from us. Enzo Fernandez injured. Caicedo, who was having really 2 good games now, injured. Lavia is back and Nkunku is back, but Chukwu was injured earlier. Chilwell is still injured. Chukwuemeka was having a good start of the season and injured. I think injuries have been a massive problem for us this season, and I think it's really, really not helping our season and building us momentum. Yes, we can criticize Poch. Yes, we can beat Poch out and whatever, but I think Pochettino can only do so much as well. How many injuries can the manager really take? How can he build a tactical identity when every time he builds something, a player gets injured? You just have to feel for him, and injuries are just not helping a campaign in any way, shape, or regard. That brings me to the next one. This is an absolutely massive game for Chukwu. This is a really big game. See, I think the boy has a lot of talent. He's a good potential. He's a player that is for the future. He's not ready right now to be a Premier League starter. I think we should have kept Andre Santos and loan Chukwu, but I believe in this boy talent, and I still believe this boy has a lot of ability. He's still a really, really good player. He still has a lot to show and a lot to develop. The thing with Chukwu right now is that he's very, very inexperienced, and that is a bit of a problem which is not helping him, and this is why today's game is really big for him right now. We have no Moses Caicedo. We have no Enzo Fernandez. I don't think Lavia comes from the bench today. I don't think the manager will take risk on Lavia, and this is why we need Chukwu to have a very big game today. We all know how capable Matheus Cunha is with the ball. We all know how good ball carrier Matheus Cunha is. We all know how dangerous Hwang can be. We all know how dangerous Sarabia is. And Hugo Chukwu for me needs to have a very big game if you dream of getting a result today. Hugo Chukwu needs to have a massive game, people. A really, really massive game. That brings me to Conor Gallagher. And people, Conor needs to have a very big game today for us. Conor needs to have a very big game today. See, I like Conor Gallagher. He has had a really, really good season for us so far. He has been an utmost professional, giving his everything for the shirt, and I admire and respect him for that. And Conor Gallagher is a player who should be playing much more forward, but with Caicedo and Enzo injured, he has to play more deeper. But the problem that Conor Gallagher has got, that he's not a very good ball carrier. His passing is sometimes not really good, and he loses the ball a lot. In this match today against a counter-attacking side in Wolves, we cannot afford our midfielders to lose the ball, to not be able to carry the ball from the back, and put us on the risk of transition. Conor Gallagher needs to be careful with his passing. He needs to carry the ball well and help a young Hugo along with him, because he's a leader today. He's an experienced Premier League player, and he needs to carry Hugo along with him if you really want to dream of getting a win away today at Molineux. That brings me to Nicholas Jackson, and Nicholas Jackson in left wing is going to be really, really interesting to watch, people. I still believe this boy has a lot of potential. I always have believed this player is not an actual striker. He can play at the wings. He can play as a shadow striker. So today, let's see how it does on a left wing. My only disappointment is that Mudryk scored such an important goal. It would have been really good to expose Mudryk on Nelson Semedo, who is defensively not that strong. And I think when Mudryk is in confidence, you need to capitalize his opponent. So that is the only disappointment I've got with the manager. But okay, I'm going to back the manager now, and the manager needs to make the most of it now. And today, Nicholas Jackson in left wing is going to be big for us, and hopefully Nico Jackson can have a very, very good game for us today. And now, this is something which has really irked me when the lineup came out, that Poch has again dropped Badiashile. I just don't know what is his problem with Badiashile. Badiashile is a better defender than Axel Disasi. I really don't know why the manager keeps on dropping Badiashile. Again today, it should have been Badiashile and Thiago Silva. I just don't know why the manager keeps on dropping Badiashile. Why he dropped Badiashile is beyond me. I think Badiashile and Silva make a good pairing. Badiashile is good with the ball. He's very calm and very composed with the ball. And I think dropping Badiashile is a disaster by the manager. I'm going to back the manager and hopefully we win today. But if we don't win today, I think we need to ask the manager that why has he dropped Badiashile. Because again, this is a very wrong choice by the manager. And now, coming on the last topic before the match is going to start. See guys, this is something which I'm really interested to see. That will Palmer go towards more the right and Sterling will drop in number 10? What are we going to do in this match? Because against Sheffield United in the first half, we were absolutely horrific against Sheffield in the first half. The manager tweaked the system. Palmer went to the right. Sterling was number 10. And I think we cooked after that. That looked really, really nice. Palmer going on the right side. Sterling on the number 10 role. We broke down Sheffield United. And I think that was a good change by the manager. So today I really want to see, will the manager play Palmer at right and Sterling number 10? This is going to be a really interesting one today, because against Sheffield United, Sterling was absolutely excellent in the second half in the number 10 role. Palmer at the right played really, really well. So today, will the manager play with this, play Palmer at the right, Sterling in number 10? Or will the manager play Sterling at the right and Palmer in the number 10 role? This is going to be really interesting, people. Do let me know your opinion in the chat. Who do you want to see on the right side? Big up my brother. So good to see you, man. And congrats on the, I will say, the win against West Ham in the Carabao Cup. I think it's 10 to be now. Chelsea against Liverpool in the final. And I think it was a great game yesterday against Arsenal. That was one of the best games this season. And I think title race is on, my brother. So big up to you, bro. And so good to see you. And again, guys, I think I want to see Palmer at the right, Sterling in number 10. But let's see what the manager does. But I will love to see Sterling in the number 10 role and Palmer play more towards the right. And really good to see Gusto back. Finally, we will have some attacking quality today. So really happy to see Malo Gusto back today. And hopefully he really kills it and has a really, really good game. So really happy to see Malo Gusto. And I think attackingly, Malo Gusto and Palmer and Sterling combining is going to be good for us. So really, really happy. Even though Liverpool was scam of 2 more points, we got to accept it. Then we got to go. And absolutely, bro, I think you should have got a penalty. That was a horrific decision. But I think overall, the performance is good, bro. And I think this title race is going to go down to the wire. It's really going to go down to the wire. But bro, for my club, we are in a mid-table battle. And today is all about pride. We need to get away from 10th position. And hopefully we can do today. We win the match. We stay 10th. We win another match. Then we can go 8th or 7th. So hopefully we're able to do it. And this is on the lineup. And people, as I told you earlier, I'm really worried on the defensive transition, because Yuguchuku and Conor Gallagher midfield is just not going to work. Matheus Cunha is going to cook us really badly. And then we've got Sterling, Palmer, Jackson, Broha. It's a really attacking lineup, but we have got no balance defensively, and that is a concern today. With Gusto bombing forward, Palmer forward, Gallagher forward, Sterling forward, Broha forward, Jackson forward, who is going to be at the back protecting us from the counter, from the transition? That is the biggest worry. Protecting against Matheus Cunha, protecting us against, you can say, the likes of Hwang, Sarabia. That is the only worry we have got. And then you've got a physical Lemina and Gomez in the midfield. How is Gallagher and Yuguchuku going to deal with it? That is the only concern, guys, I've got. And this is why today we need attackers on the fire. And today this is why Levy Colville needs to have a really, really big game today defensively. Because otherwise we're going to cook today. Absolutely cooked. And don't count on Wolves today. They are a very good side, bro. They are a really good side, bro. But, bro, we have to win now. Like the position we are in the table right now, I think we cannot make any excuses, bro. We need to win the match. And people, this was my pre-match discussion. Just on the final part, I will say, people, it's a really, really tough game. Going away at Molineux, a stadium we haven't won since 2019 when we beat them 5-2. It's a really tough stadium to go, guys. But right now, with the position we are in the table right now, we need to go and win this match. There's no excuses. We need to win today. I'm backing the Blues to win this match 2-1. We need to win today. We need to get the result job. We need to go forward. And today is a massive day for us, people. Because if we don't win today, it's going to be a very long season. Hopefully the Blues win today, people. Please like, please subscribe, please support the channel. On the last, I will say that the lineup really worries me, people. It's a really, really scary lineup. We are going to be defensively really, really weak today. I think Conor Gallagher needs to have a big game today. And I think it's good to see Broha start. It's a really big game today for Pochettino. We have got a really good fixture list coming up. Now Wolves, Palace, we need to win these games now. We need to start climbing up the table at Christmas time. I think the fans are traveling Christmas Eve and they deserve better. Hopefully we win today. Up the Blues, up the mighty Blues. Chelsea need wins to get their confidence. They can still get top 4. It's still possible. It's only January. Anything can happen. Bro, even I believe top 6 is possible. We need to win 4 games in a row. And we have got good fixture list. Wolves, Luton, Palace, Fulham. But bro, we need to start winning matches. That's the only way the confidence is going to back in the campaign. Up the Blues, up the mighty Blues, people. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.